Hello, fantasy villagers, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I posted anything. I don't even remember the last time I posted a short, and I was doing more of those than I was of regular videos. But moving on, the reason for my absence is one, I had an unrealistic deadline to finish The Witch's Sword, which I did get done, and I'm very proud and happy with it. I will never be doing that again because my entire summer was taken up by writing this book. I finished just in time for a 20th anniversary vacation, but I believe I was still writing it even when we were doing the AWC. Pretty sure that or I just finished it. Either way, I don't remember what happened this summer. It was gone. As I said, not doing that again. 2, marching band season for my son who is in high school. That took up a lot of time, and I am now a official band boosters mom. So I had things that I needed to help and take care of. Kickstarter went phenomenal. Everything went perfect and smooth. I had minimal complications. I even have The Witch's Sword here because it was the last book that needed to be printed and shipped, and it is currently packaged with everything else for me to mail off. Yay. For those of you who did back my Kickstarter, thank you very much, graciously from the bottom of my heart, and I will have an update out probably Friday. A shipping update. Cross your fingers. So I've got my handy dandy list with all of the other things so I don't forget. As part of my newsletter, I have been teasing the last couple months that I am opening an author shop with swags, goodies, and all of my books and such. Not going to happen so much on the swag and goodies just because time got away from me and there were vehicle maintenance things that needs to be taken care of first, so the budget went out the window. But I will have everything starting to trickle in, and it's probably better for me to wait and ensure that my Kickstarter backers get all of their goodies first before I stock up that shop. Next on the list is getting my books ready to direct sell. So there are still some things that I need to do. I have uploaded 2 of my books to Book Vault, which is a print-on-demand company based out of the UK. They do have printers here in the US. So I still need to finish Sword, get that uploaded, and then I should have all of my ebooks ready to go. And I'll also do bundles where selling in trilogies. And I will also have signed copies, as well as the first version of The Witch's Crystal available. But those are limited supply, and I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Yes, 8 of those copies left. So in January, newsletter subscribers get it first. If you are not a newsletter subscriber, then you must wait for February for The Witch's Mirror and March for The Witch's Sword. Next on the list, in-person events, also happening January 24th to be exact. I will be at the Jack's Urban Book Festival in Jacksonville, Florida. So if you are in the area, come on, stop by, buy some books. I'll sign some. There's going to be tons of authors there as well as other vendors. It's going to be a fabulous event. And since it's in the wintertime, it won't be hot and muggy and mosquito-y like it is 90% of the year here. Newsletter changes, since we were on the subject of newsletters. I had this big old newsletter stuffed with everything called Snippets and Spoilers. And each newsletter started off with a snippet, teaser, what have you, as well as some personal things happening in the background, my writing process, deadlines, blah, 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 blah. I'm cutting that in half. I'm moving my snippets and spoilers to a subscription base, but leaving author updates with my current system. I also went through and unsubscribed everyone who never even opened a newsletter. And there were quite a few that could be from swaps and from book promotions and things like that. So feelings aren't hurt at all. So now most of the people on my list are the ones who open it and interact with me on a monthly basis. Now let's go on to goals. I had one big writing goal this year, and that was 25 in 2025, where I would have 25 published or ready to publish works before the end of the year. That did not happen at all. I think I'm sitting at like 12 out of 25. But I did make it into 2 anthologies out of the 5 that I knew of this year. I probably would have made the other ones had I not set the deadline for having the sword turned into my editor. But that's okay. Not doing it again. It's fine. So next year, instead of doing 26 in 2026, I'm just going to go with 20 in 2026. And that will be a short story or flash fiction every month. And in December, right around before Christmas or week of Christmas, I will have those posted to my website, and those are free. Some of them do have different versions, and if you'd like to be a beta reader for any of my short stories or flash fiction, just let me know by commenting on this video or reaching out to me on the socials or the newsletter, and I'll have that all set up for you. Now that's everything I have on my list to share with you today. I'm glad it's done, and hopefully I can get back to the YouTubes. Oh, speaking of which, I have started the sprints, because if you were following in my newsletter, I lost my muse, and then I found her in a coffee shop with my local writing group. So writing is going a little more smoothly. I'm almost at 20,000 words for my first draft, and it's just flowing, and I'd like to continue that flow. So all of December, I'll be holding sprints 3 days a week, Monday, Friday, and Sunday. After the holidays, I'll probably just drop it down to Monday and Friday, because weekends are family time and yard work. Lots and lots of yard work, house maintenance, dogs, cats. Yeah. All right. So that is it. Thank you for stopping by again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.